What's up, guys? Last Thursday, I want to say, I saw Smile 2. Now, it's taken me a week to get my review out. It is not because I dislike this movie. I think this is one of the best sequels to a horror movie or a movie in general in recent memory. Like, in the year that we got Joker 2, not even in a year, in a couple fucking weeks span that we got Joker 2, probably one of the worst sequels in recent memory. We get one of the best sequels in recent memory. And when you heard the premise for Smile 2 that is gonna follow this this mega pop star, you think, well, everyone immediately goes to the ending's gonna be, I'm gonna spoil the movie. The ending's gonna be that the creature finally gets this mega pop star to kill herself in front of thousands and thousands of people. And that's exactly what the ending is. And it's like, from like when you hear the premise of this movie, you got to think, okay, they're gonna up the ante big time, and they up the ante big time. Like the first movie, when I think about the first movie, and who did the star of the first movie started? I think it was it was Kevin Bacon's daughter was the star of the first movie. And the detective, I think I missed like the first 5 to 10 minutes because I thought, like, I saw it on the Thursday, so I thought, oh, 2:20. It was like, what was the showtime? Like 5 o'clock. Okay, get in there by 2:20. All the trailers to be done. But when I got in there, the detective dude had got ran over. So I was like, fuck, I must have missed something big and important. But I think I got the gist of the movie, even if I missed those first 5 to 10 minutes. And I feel like there should be something on the AMC website, Fandango website, that tells you, like, hey, if you're seeing this, like, if you're seeing this on a certain day, it might start at a certain time, so you know to get there earlier. That's neither here nor there. But like I said, from like between like the difference between this movie, I feel like Smile 2 and Smile 1 is it's a great introduction. It's a great, like, I don't want to say it's by the numbers, but it's like good. It's like it's a good movie. Is it all that scary? No. But like, it was setting up this monster that you thought, okay, by the end of the movie they're gonna find a way to beat this, and they don't. And then you come into the second movie, it's like, okay, this thing's still out there. What's it gonna do now? And it's following, and I think another thing that makes it great is like the writing's really good. Like the character you're following is flawed, and you know that the monster is gonna take control of those flaws. And then there's gonna be points where you're watching the movie where it's like, I'm watching, I thought there could have been so many times where Sky she could have done something that could have like I thought it was a flaw of her. Like, she's not doing enough. Like, you can, like, you know how this thing dies, you know how to like get rid of it, but you won't push forward and do it. And then you get to the end of the movie, you find out, like, oh, all that shit where like it felt like she had a chance, she never had a chance whatsoever. And that's kind of like, that's where I think, like, with this movie, like, they really up the ante, because like when you do shit like that where you find out, like, this, like, the whole second half of the movie that we watched where we thought this character had a chance to like beat you, she never really did. When you go into a third movie, when they go into Smile 3, they gotta really deliver. Like they could have put it out and not done this yet. They could have put it out and said, okay, we're not gonna have this monster fucking infect 20 to 30,000 people at one time. I'm probably getting it too much, probably more like 1,000 to 2,000. They could have really pussied out and done like 2 to 3 more movies. Then they could have done, okay, it's gonna affect 5 to 10 people at one time, 10 to 20 people, you know. But for them to do that in the second movie of the franchise and have it affect that many people must really make you think that they know what they're doing is kind of like making a monster bigger and stronger and unbeatable, but they must have a plan that's going to be satisfactory to everyone. Like, it's got to be like the David, like, you know, the Goliath's going to go down eventually. So I'm confident that in Smile 3 they're gonna do something that's gonna make this monster beatable. But Naomi Scott, she's really great as Sky. I forgot the last name. I'm just gonna call her Sky. She's really great. As far as like the mega pop star industry life shit, they did that really well. They really did that well. So you could feel the pressure that she was under, even with all her flaws. You could feel all the pressure she was under, and this monster just adding on to it and eating at her, and she like acted it out all great. The jump scares, there was 1 or 2 jump scares that got me. There's like, I'm not saying this is like a scary movie, but like, it's scary and it does things well, and it's like, it succeeds at what a horror movie should succeed at. It should be fucking scary. If your horror movie's not scary whatsoever, why the fuck did you make it? You know what I mean? So yeah, Smile 2. I really like this movie. I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10. Like, this is gonna go down as one of the, I'm confident in 10 to 20 years we're gonna look at this as one of the greatest sequels to a horror movie ever. Like, one of the greatest sequels to a horror movie ever. That's how we're gonna look at this. So yeah, Smile 2, 8.5 out of 10. Peace.